Rubia tinctorum. The common madder or dier's madder is a herbaceous perennial plant species belonging to the bedstraw and coffee family Rubiaceae. Description: the common madder can grow up to 1.5 meters in height. The evergreen leaves are approximately 5 to 10 centimeters long and 2 to 3 centimeters broad, produced in whorls of 4 to 7 star-like around the central stem. It climbs with tiny hooks at the leaves and stems. The flowers are small, with 5 pale yellow petals, in dense racemes, and appear from June to August, followed by small red to black berries. The roots can be over a meter long, up to 12 millimeters thick, and the source of red dye is known as rose madder and turkey red. It prefers loamy soils with a constant level of moisture. Madder is used as food plants for the larvae of some Lepidoptera species, including the hummingbird hawk moth. Uses: it has been used since ancient times as a vegetable red dye for leather, wool, cotton, and silk. For dye production, the roots are harvested in the first year. The outer brown layer gives the common variety of the dye, the lower yellow layer the refined variety. The dye is fixed to the cloth with help of a mordant, most commonly alum. Madder can be fermented for dyeing as well. In France, the remains were used to produce a spirit as well. The roots contain the acid rubiaceae. By drying, fermenting, or a treatment with acids, this is changed to sugar, alizarin, and purpurin, which were first isolated by the French chemist Pierre-Jean Robiquet in 1826. Purpurin is normally not colored, but is red when dissolved in alkaline solutions. Mixed with clay and treated with alum and ammonia, it gives a brilliant red colorant. The pulverized roots can be dissolved in sulfuric acid, which leaves a dye called garance after drying. Another method of increasing the yield consisted of dissolving the roots in sulfuric acid after they had been used for dyeing. This produces a dye called garancu. By treating the pulverized roots with alcohol, colorin was produced. It contained 40 to 50 times the amount of alizarin of the roots. The chemical name for the pigment is alizarin, of the anthraquinone group, and was used to make the alizarin ink in 1855 by the Professor Leonhardi of Dresden, Germany. In 1869, the German chemists Graebe and Liebermann synthesized artificial alizarin, which was produced industrially from 1871 onwards, which effectively put an end to the cultivation of madder. In the 20th century, madder was only grown in some areas of France. The plant's roots contain several polyphenolic compounds, such as 1,3-dihydroxyanthraquinone, 1,4-dihydroxyanthraquinone, 1,2,4-trihydroxyanthraquinone, and 1,2-dihydroxyanthraquinone. This last compound gives it its red color to a textile dye known as rose madder. It was also used as a colorant, especially for paint, that is referred to as madder lake. The substance was also derived from another species, Rubia cordifolia. History: early evidence of dyeing comes from India, where a piece of cotton dyed with madder has been recovered from the archaeological site at Mohenjo-Daro. In Sanskrit, this plant is known by the name Manjushtha. It was used by hermits to dye their clothes saffron. Dioscorides and Pliny the Elder mention the plant. In Viking Age levels of York, remains of both woad and madder have been excavated. The oldest European textiles dyed with madder come from the grave of the Merovingian Queen Angundus in St. Denis near Paris. In the Capitulaire de Villiers of Charlemagne, madder is mentioned as Wencham. The Herbal of Hildegard of Bingen mentions the plant as well. The redcoats of the British redcoats were dyed with madder, after earlier being dyed with cochineal. Turkey red was a strong, very fast red dye for cotton obtained from madder root via a complicated multi-step process involving sumac and oak galls, calf's blood, sheep's dung, oil, soda, alum, and a solution of tin. Turkey red was developed in India and spread to Turkey. Greek workers familiar with the methods of its production were brought to France in 1747, and Dutch and English spies soon discovered the secret. A sanitized version of Turkey red was being produced in Manchester by 1784, and roller-printed dress cottons with a turkey red ground were fashionable in England by the 1820s. Remedies. According to Culpeper's Herbal, the plant is an herb of Mars, and hath an opening quality, and afterwards to bind and strengthen. The root was recommended in the treatment of yellow jaundice, obstruction of the spleen, the melancholy humor, palsy, sciatica, and of bruises. The leaves were advised for women that have not their courses, and for the treatment of freckles and other discolorations of the skin. In one study, madder was found to have antimicrobial properties in vitro. In one animal study, madder was found to have antidiarrheal activity in rats. Risks. Madder root may cause birth defects and miscarriages in humans when taken internally. Animal studies have shown that the plant is a rat carcinogen.